Oh, yeah, that's right. It is Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Garden Garage here in beautiful Alabama. All right, a lot of guys ask me, don't you have fun building these things? And I'm like, yeah, to a point. And when it gets to be 3 a.m. in the morning and I'm looking at wires and soldering and my eyes are bloodshot and bleary and everything else, and I realize and say to myself, hell, I work less when I had a full-time job than doing this stuff. Holy shit! Anyway, there is no rest for the wicked. This is the way it works. So, it's okay. We have got 6 of these little bastards going out today. Alright? And all of them are up on Alliance servers, of course. They have BO1, BO2, MW3, MW2, Ghost, Advanced Warfare Offhost. As well as mod menus, GSC menus like Medicas for MW2, Infinity Ops for BO1. And then, of course, you got College Football Revamped for NCAA 14. You've got College Hoops 2K8. You got they're all set up and ready to go. Okay? All I'm going to say is that I'll let the console do the talking. Okay? They're fully loaded. 1-year part and labor warranty. These are getting shipped out today, and then I got a bunch more I got to build. So I might as well get at it, all right? So anyway, all right, we're going to start off here with Mr. Russell Jackson. Now, he purchased this off of our eBay store, okay? This is a 1 terabyte RGH3, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to fire it up, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swap over to the capture card here, and everything should boot. We should be good. Yep, and there we are. Now, all right, I'm going to sync this controller up here. And we're going to go through this thing. Now, this is 1 terabyte of fun right here, okay? So, we're going to go through this. And we're going to make sure everything is right on it. Alright? Because then this is getting shipped out this morning. Along with these other 5 that are sitting here alongside of me that I'm going to show you. Okay? Well, we're booting up. We're going to get into Aurora here. We're going to get our notifications from our server. Alright? And we're already up to date. Now, College Football Revamped is already up to date. You don't have to mess around with it. All you got to do is hit, I'm already up to date. When they start doing their updates for, when the season comes out, in the fall, that's when you're going to have to use that. That's when that's going to come in handy, because then you don't have to go to the GitHub and download the files. You can download it right to the Xbox. All right, so anyway, all right, start off here at Xbox 360. We'll work our way through. This is your original dashboard right here, and we'll run right through these things. And as you can see, your Call of Duties, College Hoops, MMA, Fable 2, Gears of War series, Grand Theft series, Grand Theft at the Yin Yang, Halo, Hitman, Kane and Lynch, Madden 25, Mass Effect Trilogy, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, NBA out the Yin Yang, Jam, NCAA Football 10, 12, 13, and 14, of course, NHL 12, PGR 4, PopCap Collection, Red Dead Redemption, Saw 2, Saw 3, Sonic, Street Fighter, Test Drive. You got a ton of stuff on here. Warface, Wolfenstein. As you see, a bunch of wrestling as well. All the good old games, and there you are. All right, now that's just the Xbox 360 complement. Okay, now we'll go to Xbox Live Arcade, and yes, you have a ton of live arcade here, like Vomit and Gromus or whatever the frick their name is, and Uno and all kind. Boogeyman. There you go. Yeah, that's it there. Yeah. Bejeweled, you got Bejeweled at the Yin Yang, you got some guy with his foot up in the air, and then you got this maniac that, never mind what he looks like, so on and so forth, and that's your Xbox Live Arcade. You got a ton of that. Your homebrew section, where your tools reside, where you can blow up the console. Please, please, for the love of God, I'm going to be sending you a startup setup video. Watch that video, and preferably watch it before you power this thing on, because you got to get it up on your network first, otherwise you're going to be looking at the Xbox 360 logo forever. Okay? So please, when I send you that video that says, please watch me first, okay? Kind of important. Alright? Now, then you got your classic games on here. Now, these are original Xbox games that play on this thing. You got to put it in bypass mode, which I explained in the startup setup video that I told you to watch. Okay? And now, some of them don't have artwork. That's just due to the fact that Aurora doesn't have the title artwork for them. But they all work, okay? Abolish Freedom, 2002, so on and so forth. You got a ton of stuff on here, okay? All your games and everything else. So there you go. All the way back to Halo. Alright, now, indie games. You got a ton of indie games on there as well, as you can see, alright? Including my favorite, Trailer Park Screw Me, and pay child support twice, and then back to screwing the cleavage again, okay? God, that's boobalicious. Alright. Man, whoever did that artwork was really good. They really did emphasize on the cleavage. I like that. It's very good. I gotta get in touch with that artist. Alright, so anyway. Emulators, okay? Now, you got Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, PlayStation, Super Nintendo, and Nintendo. Back to Game Boy Advance. There's over 8,000 ROMs on this damn thing. Alright, so if that don't keep you busy, I don't know what will. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get back to Xbox 360 here. We're going to fire up the dashboard and make sure that this thing behaves nicely and gets on the server, which it just did. Got it? Good. Bypass the sign-in, and there you have it, okay? You're up and online with a good KV. We're going to hit the guide button. And over in our fifth tab is our Advanced Warfare cheats, BL2 cheats, Ghost cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 cheats, okay? To disable, hit A. Enable, hit A. When you go in and you have them enabled, when you start the game up, in the left corner, you're going to see instructions like D-pad left to open the cheat, okay? It's going to tell you exactly how to open the cheat. And when you do, you're going to use X to select and B to back out, set up your settings, and then go piss people off if you want. It's all good. All right, now we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring this back. And Russell, there you have it, man, okay? So, look, you're all good. All right, we're going to ship this out today. You're going to get a tracking number, of course, through the eBay sale. And then, of course, it's going to be signature confirmation. You're going to have to sign for it and everything else, all right? And then you need to watch the startup setup video before you power this on. Otherwise, like I said, you're going to be sitting at the Xbox 360 logo. You're going to message me, and you're going to say, why isn't this thing going into Aurora like it did on your... Well, that's because you didn't bother to set it up on your network. So you got to set it up on your network first. So I'm going to link you with that video as well. Please watch that first. Also, another little ditty about these things, okay? Look. Okay, because I've had a couple people. They said to me, man, you only gave me a 250 gig drive. Now, this is a 1 terabyte drive. You will never fit all of that stuff on a 2 terabyte drive. Never. Never, okay? And I'm going to show you right here. All right? Here we go. See this shell? I use new shells, okay? Unfortunately, they're stamped 250, all right? I cannot help that. That is because of the manufacturer, all right? However, though, if you look in here, there's going to be a 1 terabyte drive, okay? And I'm going to show you and emphasize on that just so you can see, all right? Because all of them, people get them with 120s, people get them with 320s, people get them with 250s, people get them with 500s. But they all say 250, and people freak out, and then I message them and tell them, look at the file manager in Aurora, and then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about. And it's not anybody's fault. It's just, that's just how I get these shells. They're brand new, as you can see. Every one of them is brand new. I only use new stuff. So, the only thing that's used is the console, and I rip through that and make sure that that's right and cleaned up and everything else. So what I'm going to do here is just to show you here, all right? I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to boot this thing back up here, all right? And I'm going to show you how you can tell what size hard drive you have, okay? Now, as you can see, the thing boots like a beast because it is a chipless install. It is RGH3. So we'll go ahead here. All right, and what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to show you in the file manager how big this drive is actually, and it's very easy to tell. And don't laugh, the OG guys, don't laugh at these people because in plain English, they're noobs and they don't know. And, you know, what they don't know can hurt them. Okay, so, you know, I want them to understand. Okay, so just bear with me. I'm already up to date here. All right, now I'm going to show you in the file manager right here, okay? We're going to hit the back button, and then we're going to go to file manager. And if you see HDD1, 926.5 gigabytes available, okay? Now, there's 61.4 gigs of free on there that you can, you know, add stuff to. All right? However, though, okay, you know, you can say, well, that's 1 terabyte, right? Well, you have the operating system that takes up the rest of the 1 terabyte. That's why you only get 926.5 gig. All right, but as you can see, it says 926.5 gig, which is a 1 terabyte by the time you through adding all that crap up. So there you go. All right, and you know, I mean, like I said, it says 250 gig shell. It is not a 250 gig drive. It is a 1 terabyte drive. End of story. Okay. So just to let you know what, where, how, and who, because I know that would freak people out. You know, I paid for 1 terabyte drive. Why did I get a 250? I'm like, going like, yeah, I know. So, anyway, there you go. Russell, thank you for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it. We're shipping it off this morning. Okay, you'll have it in 2 to 3 days, all right? So now we're going to say goodbye to Russell. Goodbye, Russell. And who I'm going to grab hold of here, but Mr. Michael Handley. Now, Mike, he's got a 250 gig drive, so I don't have to worry about that freaking hard drive. All right. Michael, this is your console, bro. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got to clean that up. Sorry about that. I got him done. 3 o'clock in the morning, man. Okay? Give me a break. All right? I'm going to clean it up. Don't worry. It's going to be clean when the show's going to be clean. It's just the stuff on the mat, you know. All right. Anyway. Michael, this is your console, man. Okay? So now we're going to fire this bitch up. All right? And Michael, he bought directly off the website from us. This is RGH3. All right? I'm going to sync this controller up here. As you can see, the system boots like a beast, which is good. You know, I don't miss chips. I remember the days when you had these little mother freakers right here, you know, and you had to sit there and you had to time them and everything else. And then Josh Davidson, he comes out with RGH 1.2, which was awesome. And then Alexei the Mad Russian comes out with RGH 3 with no chip. Man, I remember wiring. I remember wiring friggin' dual man squirts. 19 wires later. 19 tiny little wires later. Oh my God. All right. Now, Michael, here you go. All right. That's our college football updater. All right. So when they start to update over a college football revamped, all you're going to have to do is when there's an update come out, hit yes, please, and thank you. It will notify you, and then you update. It'll download it through the Xbox. You don't have to worry about going on the GitHub or anything like that. But for right now, it's already up to date. So I'm already up to date. Plain and simple. Just play the game. You're good. All right, now, we're going to go through this thing. This is a little bit smaller of a compliment, okay? But that's okay. You got enough. All right, start off with the dashboard. We got your Battlefield, your Call of Duties on this crazy thing. All right, you got your Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty World at War, Call of Duty 2K8, Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, Gears of War Judgment, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4, Halo 3, Minecraft, NCAA Football 14 with College Football Revamp, Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil 6, and we're back to the dashboard. Now, Xbox Live Arcade, a plethora of Xbox Live Arcade for your entertainment pleasure. And then, of course, you have your homebrew section where your tools reside that you can blow the console up with. And then, of course, you got a classic game on there. I can only fit one, you know. I mean, so I'm sorry, but that's, you know, it's 250 gig drive. But you can always add to it by using a USB drive. All right, now, indie games, okay? Trailer Park Hookers, and, of course, your Voice Changer 360. Cleavage. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. Emulators, okay? You got Nintendo, you got Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, and back to Nintendo, okay? So there you go. And you got a plethora of emulators on there with over 8,000 ROMs. Have fun with that one. We'll go back to Xbox 360. We'll hit the dashboard. We're going to make sure this thing behaves. Behave. Good. Got it. Good. Bypass the sign-in. As you can see, you're up, you're online, you are live. Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. And then over in our fifth tab are our cheats. Disable A, enable A. Very easy. And then we'll go ahead, we'll bring this back. And there you have it. Michael, thank you so much for your business, brother. I greatly do appreciate it. Remember, I'm going to be sending you a link with your tracking number, signature confirmation, and all that kind of good stuff. And there's going to be a link to startup setup video, which you need to watch before you power the console on. Please, for the love of God, all right? I can't emphasize enough on that. Michael, again, thank you for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it, okay? We're going to say goodbye to Michael now. Okay? And who are we going to grab hold of next? Let's see here. Rosemary Garcia. Yellow rose of Texas shines upon me. All right. Rosie, this one is yours. Okay? So I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to fire this bitch up, and we're going to check this thing out. Now, this one is a 120 gig. Okay? And we're going to sync this controller up here. System booting like a beast. Life is good. Alright. And we're going to get some notifications for the server, letting us know it's online and live and all that other happy nonsense. And remember, Rosie, you can always go ahead, get a USB drive, like a 1 terabyte or whatever, set the path in Aurora, and then, you know, load it up. You know, you're not just stuck with a 120 that's very, very expandable, okay? So, we're already up to date with the college football revamped. So we're going to go through this thing now. Xbox 360. Start off at the dashboard. You got your Black Ops on there. You got some Call of Duty, NBA 2K hoops. You got Grand Theft Auto 4, Modern Warfare 3, NCAA Football 14, and back to the dashboard. All right. You got a couple live arcade games on there. Keep you busy. You got your homebrew section where your tools reside. Then, of course, you have your emulators. You got Sega, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, back to Sega. I couldn't fit all of the emulators on there because there's only so much space I can use. And if I try to load the drive anymore, you're going to wind up with fatal crashing and all kinds of stuff, because it makes virtual drives for memory. So you can't do that. So that was the best I could do with the emulators, okay? So we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring this back to Xbox 360. We're going to start it. We're going to hit the dashboard, make sure that it behaves. Behave. Good. Bypass the sign-in. And as you can see, you're up, you're online, you are live with a good KV. And our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. And over in our fifth tab are our cheats. Disable A, enable A. Alright? And we're going to bring this back to Xbox Home. And there you have it. Rosie, thank you for your business. I greatly do appreciate it. We're shipping it off this morning. And you'll have it in 2 to 3 days. Or signature confirmation, all that other happy nonsense. And, of course, there will be a link to this video in an email to you, along with the startup setup video, which you need to watch before you power the console on. Alright? Well, thank you so much for your business. I greatly do appreciate it. And we're going to say goodbye to Rosie. Bye, Rosie. And we're going to grab hold of Tristan Lozano. Tristan! How you doing, bro? Dude, you got an Xbox Slim Shiny, like Slim Shady, but Slim Shiny, if you know what I'm saying. Trinity model, okay? Now, RGH3, 120 gig drive. Fire the bitch up. And we're going to go ahead here and we're going to swap over to the capture card. And I'm going to sync the controller up. And of course the system boots. Never fails. Love RGH3. Made my life very nice. Alrighty. You don't know. You don't know what it was like, especially in the old days, with the Cool Runner. Revision level A. Alright? As you sit there with 3 miles of wire trying to tune this thing to get it to boot right. Oh my god. Alright. Now, and resistors and all kinds of crazy crap. Alright. So anyway, CFBR, we're all good. There's nothing missing on it. Just hit I'm already up to date. Alright, now. Xbox 360. Okay, start off at the dashboard. Work our way through. As you can see, college hoops, Grand Theft Auto, all kinds of good stuff on there, including NCAA Football 14 with college football revamped. Now, Xbox Live Arcade. Yeah, you got freaking Golden Balls and Soul Calibur. Alright? Your homebrew section where your tools reside. And, of course, your emulators, okay? You've got Sega, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, back to Sega. Alright? Oh, yeah. Yeah, our homebrew section, too. Forgot about that. Whoopsie. Forgive me. I was up to 3 a.m. in the morning building these damn things, okay? So now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring this back. We're going to start up the dashboard. We're going to make sure that she behaves nicely. And which is better. There you go. Got it. Good. Bypass the sign-in. And as you can see, it is up, online, and live. Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. And then over in our fifth tab are our cheats. To disable A, enable A. Very easy. Bring this back. Tristan, thank you for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it. Glad I could build it for you. And we're going to be shipping it off this morning. So you'll have your tracking number, a link to the email, a link to the video, a link to everything. All right? So, thank you again for your business, brother. I greatly do appreciate it. Now, we're going to say goodbye to Tristan. Okay. We're going to go ahead, and what we're going to do here, Michael McGraw. Mikey. Mikey likes it. Mikey, you're going to like this. Mikey, this is your 2 terabyte monster, okay? So, 2 terabytes of fun, okay? Trinity model. We're going to fire this crazy thing up here, and I'm going to swap over the capture card. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to sync the controller up. And sit back because we're about to see 2 terabytes full of insanity at its finest, okay? Including myself. And I have got to have been insane to be doing this. Oh my god. Alright, so we're going to get some notifications from the server letting us know that it's online, live, and all that. We're going to boot into Aurora. It's going to go ahead, it's going to do its catalog and everything else. Now, also remember too, alright, to watch that startup setup video. Okay, before you power this thing on, all right? Otherwise, you will be staring at that Xbox 360 logo forever. So we're going to hit I'm already up to date, in which we already are. We don't have to worry about that. Don't worry. The asset files are already downloaded. It's all cool. Just the way the updater works. Just hit I'm already up to date and you're good. Now, let's go through this, shall we? Okay. Xbox 360 dashboard. We got Afro Samurai, Alice, Aliens, Angry Birds, Army of Two, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Bad Company 2, Bioshock 2, Bioshock Infinite, Borderlands 2, Borderlands the prequel, Bulletstorm Epic Edition, Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty, there's a lot of freaking duty going on around here, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Ghosts, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty World at freaking War. The Call of War is. Okay, Castlevania 2, Call of Troops 2K8, Crisis 2, Destroy All Humans, Dante's Inferno, yes, my kind of guy. Dead Island Riptide, Dead Rising 2, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, whatever the hell that is. Defiance, Dragon Age, your Dragon Ball with your Raging Blasts, okay? Yes, we get a lot of Dragon Balls here. Dead to Rights, EAMMA, okay, Earth Defense Force, we got Earth Defense Force, Insect Armageddon, and we got Earth Defense Force 2017, Fable 2, what would be a console without frickin' Family Guy, Stewie, yeah, Stewie, Fight Night, okay, Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage 2, whatever, Star Wars, The Force be with you, yes, it is Force Day, may the Force be with you, may the erection be with you too, I guess, I don't know. Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, Gears of War Judgment, Guitar Hero, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City, Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, Halo 4, well that was Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo Reach, Halo Anniversary, Hitman, Kane and Lynch, Batman, that's all pretty much freaking self-explanatory. All kinds of freaking Legos, some psycho with a freaking mask on, and then you got this freaking gorilla running around here, batting people, all running them over with his helmet and everything else. Yes, my helmet is bigger than yours, haha! Now we got your Mass Effect trilogy, your freaking Medal of Honor, Midnight Club, Minecraft, oh yeah, you got baseball, you got Mortal Kombat with DC Universe, where you two could play the Joker. Alright, just like everybody else. Alright, and because you got your freaking Dorito shipping do, whatever the hell that is, and yeah, some kind of anime crap, and then you got B-Ball, man, from 2K10 to 2K17, okay? NBA Jam, NCAA Football 10 through NCAA Football 14, okay? And then, of course, NHL 12, Ninja Blade, Painkiller, PGR 4, PopCap Collection, Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil, Saints Row, that's a lot of evil. Saints Row, yeah, two of my favorites, Saw 3 and Saw 2, I love torture, especially bondage. Sega Superstars 10 and Silent Hill, Skate, Skyrim, all kinds of smack down, smack up, smack to the left, smack to the right, a lot of smacking, like I said, love BDSM, just something about a leather paddle, man, you know? Some dude with a fucking armband, I don't know. Sonic Unleashed, Spider-Man series, yes. The Webbed Wonder, okay? Splatterhouse, Split Second. You got Super Street Fighter Arcade Edition. This is a different version of it too, right here. It's not the arcade edition, it's a different version of it. Test Drive, more Spider-Man, more Darkness, and then of course you got the Mafia, okay? You know, and then you got Hulk, you got Sims, you got TNA Impact, Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell, Tomb Raider, UFC 3, Warface, Wolfenstein, more wrestling out the freaking yin yang, okay? Including the freaking Hulk and all that kind of crap. And we're back to the dashboard. I hope I extended that out for you. I really do. I hope that kept you on the edge of your seat. Now, Xbox Live Arcade, okay? Wallace and Gromit, yes, or Throw Up or whatever. Vomit? Yeah, I guess. You got all kinds of freaking Xbox Live Arcade on here. You got a ton of stuff on here, alright? So, that should keep you a little busy for a while. Then, of course, you got your homebrew section where your tools reside. You got your indie games. You got a ton of freaking indie games on here. Like I said, my favorite, Trailer Park King, all the way through. Yeah, Pain Child Support, and yeah, that's a lot of cleavage right there. Oh, wait a minute, you got ass here. Oh, more boobs. Look at that, huh? Lots of boobs everywhere. Yes, including Scapegoat. You too can make it with a goat. Platformance. Yeah, what a hip. I love the artwork from these guys, man. There's something else, aren't they? All right, that's enough of that. Okay, now. Classic games. You got a ton of classic games on there. You got Brute Force, Burnout, Crimson Sky, your Grand Theft series, Halo, Knockout, Madden, all kinds of good stuff. Mortal Kombat, Ballers Phenom, so on and so forth. I mean, you got a ton of stuff on here, a ton from the original Xbox, okay? Have a blast with that. Emulators, okay? So you got Super Nintendo, you got Game Boy Advance, Sega, Memories, MAME, PlayStation, and back to Super Nintendo. You got a ton of crap on there. You know over 9,000 ROMs with this one. Have a blast with that. Now, Xbox 360, we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring this back to the dashboard. We're going to make sure it plays nice. Play nice or die. There you go. Michael McGraw, you're on Alliance Live. Yeah. Got it. Good. And you too can get online with our stealth server. Yes, for a low price of $99.95, no money down, 80 years to pay, you too can have this proud stealth server. All right. But of course, it's free right now, so there you go. All right. Go ahead. We'll hit that. And then, of course, we have our cheats, okay? To disable hit A, to enable hit A over in our 5th tab. We're going to go ahead. We're going to bring that back. Michael McGraw, thank you for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it. We're shipping it off this morning. You'll have a tracking number and all kinds of good stuff in your email. Again, thank you for your business, brother. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for putting up with me. You poor man, you. All right. I'm going to bring this back here. We're going to say goodbye to Michael. Michael, bye-bye. All right. Mr. John Fields. Yes, his was a problem child, let me tell you. Excuse me. See, Johnny the boy sent in this thing. Now, he bought this off of eBay about a year ago. It worked for about 4 or 5 months and then blew itself up. All right? And, you know, I mean, it was just, I felt so bad for the poor guy. He sends it in, okay? Southbridge took a crap on the motherboard, and that's the reason why. It did have a freaking, what you call it, an ace chip in it, okay? And I mean, it just had the blinking light of death, okay? For those of you that have done, you know, RGHs, you know the blinking light of death, okay? Where it blinks 3 times, and all of a sudden, quickly blinks another 3 times, and then quickly blinks another 3 times, and pretty much it's a Southbridge or the GPU giving up or whatever. Okay, so anyway, I talked with him and told him, I was like, dude, you know, and I felt really bad for the poor guy. So anyway, I gave him a deal, and what I did was I used his shell, his fan, his lights, okay, his ROL. I put a motherboard and DVD drive in this thing and got it all set up for him and everything. And pretty much, here it is, Johnny. She's all done. Now, John, he watched me put this thing together, actually. You know, because when I had that problem, I showed him what was going on with it, and he was like, oh, hell. And I was like, yeah. I was like, and where's the seller on this thing? Okay, where is he? What kind of warranty did he give you? And John was like, none. I'm like, it figures. What else is freaking new, okay? If you're going to do these things, at least give some kind of warranty. Something real, okay? Something substantial. You know, I mean, I've had failures. Of course, it's mechanical, okay? I cannot tell you when this thing is going to die or not. Okay, all I can do is clean it, service it, make sure that it's right, okay, when it leaves here, and hope to God that everything goes okay, okay? So, you know, I mean, with this, it's mechanical. You know, anybody can say, oh, well, that's a piece of crap because the drive failed, or that's a piece of crap because it failed, blah, blah, blah. It's an Xbox, okay? And if you didn't notice, these things are old, okay? These Slims started off in 2010. This is a 2010. The motherboard that's in here is a 2010. It is a Trinity model, okay? So this thing is already banging, okay? I'm 12 years old, all right? I have to say, to be honest with you, okay, when you look at this thing being 12 years old and it still runs the way that it does, that's pretty damn good, all right? Now, I warranty these things. And if there is a freaking problem, I guarantee you, if you message me and say, hey, Tone, something gave up, it's not working right or whatever, you're going to send it back to me, and I'm going to fix the mother freaker, all right? Because that's just the way that I am, all right? And if nobody wants to stand up and do a warranty to cover their customer and take care of their customer, then they've got a freaking problem, in plain English. Now, like I said, I'm warrantying it for a year, so I'm gambling on this thing being okay, all right? You know, and I mean, now mind you, that warranty does not cover you going off and putting menus and plugins in that are not made for dashboard 17559, and then it throws it in a boot loop or whatever, because 17559 changed a lot of stuff in memory, you know. So no longer do the older menus that are from 17544 work on 17559. They just don't. All right, and they throw it in a boot loop. All kinds of crazy stuff happens, which is easy to fix by just inserting a blank launch any. But a lot of people don't know that. Okay, so just telling you, if you put menus on this thing, you want to add menus to it, make sure they're up to date. Because if they're not, you're gonna have problems. I promise you. Okay, this thing is stupid. It is an Xbox that is unlocked. It's not an Xbox anymore. It's a Power PC. So when playing English, all right, and I mean being real with you, if you tell it to run off a cliff, it will happily run off a cliff. Which means if you put something on there that's detrimental, oh, it's gonna run it because it's not signed by Microsoft anymore. There's no safety factor in that. Okay, so please be careful with what you put on the damn thing. Okay, please, for the love of God, because initially what he thought was is he put an older BO2 menu on this thing, and what happened was is the system failed. He went to go reboot it, it didn't reboot. And what happened was it did all, who knows, okay? But come to find out here, Southbridge was failing on the damn thing as well, okay? So, it is what it is. But being real with everyone, if you're going to sell these things, give your customer a warranty and be real about it. And always sell goods and services. Don't sell friends and family, because if you do that, it's really easy to scam someone that way. So always use goods and services, okay? Always use a secure SSL. Make sure the company is real, okay? I'm not condemning anybody, but what I am trying to say is to protect your ass. Be careful with who you buy from, because there's a lot of people out there that will scam the shit out of you. Like, I've been doing this publicly since 2014 on Facebook, okay? And I've done it way before that, all right? So for God's sake, all right, make sure that you're dealing with a company that's decent. End of freaking story. All right? Now, Mr. Fields, here's your console. We're going to fire it up. Yes, I kept the pretty blue lights. Yes, we kept the pretty blue ROL, as you can see. Yes, the damn thing boots like a beast. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swap over the capture card. All right? Now, let me sync this damn thing up here. All right. And Johnny, we're gonna boot in. We're gonna boot into Aurora. And you told me that this thing was completely like disorganized and everything when you got it, and the stuff wasn't on there right, and all kinds of good stuff. Well, now you will see some organization. Okay, so we're already up to date, so you don't have to worry about college football revamped. Okay, that's the way our plugin works. When they have an update, you just have to. This thing's gonna come up and say, "Hey, there's an update." Hit yes please and thank you, and it will download the update for you. But right now it's already up to date, so don't worry about it. Just hit I'm already up to date. End of story there. Now you got a 500 gig complement on this thing. Okay? We start off at the dashboard. You'll notice everything nice and neat. It says Xbox 360, right? Because that's where the titles belong, for the Xbox 360. When you start off at the dashboard, you got Afro Samurai, Battlefield, Call of Duty's on here. Ghost, Modern Warfare 3, World of War, College Hoops 2K8, Crisis, Defiance, Dragon Ball, Gears of War, Grand Theft Auto series, Halo, Mass Effect Trilogy, Medal of Honor, Minecraft, Mortal Kombat, 2K16, NCAA Football 14, PGR4, Red Dead Redemption, Saw 2, Saw 3. You got a ton of stuff on here, man. There you go. Now, Xbox Live Arcade. Yes, you have a ton of Live Arcade on there as well. And then, of course, you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. Stay away from that one. And freaking stay away from that one, okay? These two are okay, all right? That's for updating. And believe me, I don't think Microsoft is going to be coming out with a dashboard update anytime soon. Then again, I could be wrong. You never know. Because the Xbox One is backwards compatible when they do updates. And sometimes, hey, that's going to affect this. You don't know, okay? So, anyway, just to let you know. Indie games. Yeah, you got some Johnny Carnage on there. You got some Trailer Park King on there. You got Voice Changer 360, Action Arcade Wrestling. Castle Miner, all kinds of good stuff on there for the indie games. Classic games, you got a ton of classic original games on there. You got to put the system in bypass mode. I'm going to explain that when I send you the link to the startup setup video. Please watch that startup setup video, please. Otherwise, you're going to be staring at that Xbox 360 logo for a long time. Okay, so you got some Grand Theft on there, Halo, Halo 2, Wolfenstein, Dead or Alive 3, all that kind of good stuff. There you go. Now, emulators, okay? You got a ton of emulators on there. You got Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, and that is Nintendo. Damn it, I hate when it does that. See, this is Aurora. You see what I'm saying? It gives you, So you download your title artwork. That'll take care of that. Now watch this crap. Here we go. There. It's fixed now. and Nintendo. Okay, there you go. Back to Game Boy Advance. Didn't miss a beat, did I? All right, now Xbox 360. We'll go ahead. We'll hit the dashboard, and as you can see, you're up, you're online, and you are live. Got it? Good. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to hit the guide button. Over in your fifth tab right here is your Advanced Warfare, BO2, Ghost Cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 cheats. To disable, hit A. To enable, hit A. If you want to give someone a real bad day in the lobby, well, that's a good way to do it right there. All right? They're all off hosts, and the instructions are self-explanatory. When you start up the game, in the left corner of the screen, you're going to see, okay, hit D-pad left to open it. You're going to use X to select and beat it back out. Pretty easy. Okay? So, there you have it. I'm going to bring this back to Xbox Home. And Johnny, there you go, my friend. All right? I hope you like it. I'm glad I was able to fix it for you, and it didn't cost you a freaking arm and a leg. All right? Because that's just, I'm just sorry that that happened to you. But dude, this is what happens sometimes, man. But you got a 1-year part and labor warranty on this thing all the way through, because the simple fact is I replaced the motherboard and the DVD drive. So pretty much I'm responsible for this bastard. So there you go. All right? So thank you very, very much for your business. And I'm so glad I was able to help you, bro. I really am. And we're going to ship it off today. You'll have it in 2 to 3 days, brother. All right? You'll get a tracking number and all that kind of good stuff. Thank you very much. We're going to say goodbye to Johnny. And guys, I got to get busy. You know why? I got a shit ton more to build. So, guess what? Okay? It is go time. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to holler at you later. Have a great day, guys. Take care of yourselves and be safe. Be kind. Remember to rewind. Holler at you all later.